I really value the fact that you only live once. I'm somebody who works like there's no tomorrow, who plays like there's no tomorrow, and really just try and live my life to the fullest in that regard. I love music, I love to read, I love working out, and more than anything, I love what I do. You know, it's in my DNA to be a coach. It's my purpose, and more than anything, I'm loving doing it at VCU. My name is Doyle. I'm the head coach of the VCU Volleyball program. Our two cornerstone values are sacrifice and sisterhood. And so when you ask, what are the linchpins for us, this is one of my linchpins. I feel like in any enterprise, doing it for something bigger than yourself, that's our sisterhood. That's kind of our reason for being. And then in any elite unit, whether it's military, sports, what have you, sacrifice is a big part of the game. And I think, in this day and age, it's a little bit easier to forego that, but there's a lot of honor in sacrifice. And even though things are easily attainable these days, when you give up a little piece of yourself, you really, there's a lot of gratification and fulfillment that comes from saying, like, all right, I'm gonna give up a little piece of myself, but I'm gonna get something more. I'm gonna get access and entry into the sisterhood that'll last for the rest of my life. There were so many things that drew me back to VCU, and so many things that made me think that, okay, it can be even more. When I had left in 2017, we'd had the nation's longest Division I winning streak at 27 games, top 30 RPI, and I thought, man, from here, you elevate that and hopefully use that as a stepping stone to bigger things. But it opened my eyes to, okay, this is a place where you can be that, not just the Cinderella, but you can be that thorn in everybody's side that can eventually be a top 25 program. And I looked around the landscape, and I'm looking at Western Kentucky, Central Florida, Marquette, Creighton, Houston, all these other programs. They're not Power 5. And in my opinion, I look at that and say, why not VCU? This spring couldn't have been more productive in laying the foundation for not just next year. We're talking about generations of players afterwards. And it's all really a testament to the young women on our roster. They were humble and open enough to accept us as a new coaching staff, and open and receptive enough to say, hey, let's work on it, because they want a great team culture. Some of our athletes this past spring, they kept emphasizing, we want this to be about being a good human. More than anything else, that's what we want to capture. And to me, that speaks also to who I am. I work, I believe in work hard, do the right thing, and treat people the right way. And I think that this idea of being a good human and capturing some of that personal philosophy, it's one and the same. And I think one begets the other. And if we can ascribe ourselves to that philosophy, then the outcome will be what it is.